Hey everyone, welcome back to our midweek chat. My name is Pastor Jimmy, and I hope you're having a great start to your week so far. Now, this last week was a really fun week for me because it was the beginning of a series that I get to preach about the future of our church, and that we talked a little bit about what that might look like and what we can look forward to. And spoilers, I asked the first question. If you weren't there, go back and watch it. But I asked the question that was asked to Jesus, which was, what's really important? What's really important? And out of that, we came to a very simple phrase that I hope you can remember with me. If you're at home, you can even say it yourself. But we came down to, regardless of what happens over the next few months, few weeks, as we figure all of this out, we're going to be a church that focuses on two things, right? We're going to love God, and we're going to love people. And everything else around that is just going to be details. So this last week, we talked about the love God part. And in 2 weeks, we're going to be actually continuing on that sermon. And we're going to be talking about what it means when we say love others. So I hope you're there. I hope you're there and can experience that with us in 2 weeks. But next week, we're going to be doing something called an installation service. Now, we've been talking about this for weeks and weeks and weeks now, right? But some of you may still be wondering, well, Pastor Jimmy, what is an installation service? And some of you have also asked me, it's like, wait, does this mean you haven't been pastor here? Is this an official thing? What's going on now? Well, let me explain a little bit about how this actually works and what this is. Yes. In all technicalities, I've been pastor here since early February. That doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I have been pastor here in early February. But in the Church of the Nazarene, we have this special sort of connection between the pastor and the congregation. And it's not in our tradition, our church tradition, somebody doesn't just place a pastor in a group. There is a back and forth. There is an affirming that God is making a call on this pastoral family into something new, but that God is also talking to this church and the people that make up this church and joining them to a new pastoral family as well. And so it's not just a one-sided conversation here. So some people have even likened it to almost a marriage. Not quite like that, but there is a union of callings here between where God is calling the pastoral family and where God is calling the community of believers here. And so what we are going to be doing this next week is we're inviting our district superintendent, Pastor Gord McCann, to come in and sort of lead us in a bit of a ceremony for that, just to solemnize what God is doing here in Victoria Church of the Nazarene. So what you can expect is Pastor Gordon will actually be preaching this week, but there's going to be a special time in our service where we affirm what God is doing. And we affirm and commit to what God is doing in the life of this church, in the life of my family, and in the life of your family. And so there's a part for everybody to play. So I really hope that we get to see you there, because it is a special time for us to finally come together to affirm what God has done, to affirm the call that God has placed on all of our lives, and to start our first steps together as part of this new, beautiful family. So that's a little bit of what an installation service is. And there's also going to be some celebrating with that. Now pray with me, because right now weather's looking a little iffy, but we're going to continue on with our normal plans of we still have some celebration for outside afterwards. We're supposed to have some bounce houses and a blow-up obstacle course. Hopefully that still goes as long as it's not raining. We're looking for tents and such like that as well. But we are having a meal afterwards. Church is providing for like the meat and stuff, but we are asking that if you have last name A through G, that you'd bring pre-cut and plated veggies. If your last name is H through M, we're doing pre-cut and plated fruit or cookies. And N through Z is salads. Now, there's going to be a lot of COVID protocols. We're going to be watching that really carefully. We're going to have people serving. We're going to be really safe about the whole process. But I hope that you're able to join us. I hope the weather holds off. Again, keep praying for that. But it's going to be a wonderful time together. So as you continue on with your week, may God bless you. And I hope that he makes his presence known to you in such a real and powerful way this week, as together we learn how to be his church as we focus on loving God and loving people. Everything else this week is just details. So God bless you this week, and we'll see you soon.